Straight ahead on 12 News, a unique partnership that can help turn lives around.
It works because our students have a voice.
Then a look at the Hopkins School District levy questions and something that has never happened before in the district's history. But first, putting parental fears at ease. Police clear up misunderstandings about sex offenders. 12 News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Johnson.
And I'm Alexandra Renslow. On this Halloween, kids and parents will see neighbors they know and maybe neighbors they've never met before.
Visiting unfamiliar homes raises questions about safety, and Elaine Cleveland joins us now with something you might not have thought about, but something that may put your mind at ease. Elaine?
Yeah, Mike and Alex, the Minnesota Department of Corrections reports that the state has more than 17,000 registered predatory offenders. However, police say that when it comes to Halloween, sex offenders should not be a concern for parents.
The sex offenders aren't, we have no statistics on that they're more active on a Halloween night. I would argue that they're actually less active because there's more people out and about watching what's going on.
Robbinsdale police say they closely monitor all of the sex offenders who live in the area. However, none of Robbinsdale's sex offenders fall into the level 3 category, which is assigned to offenders who pose the highest risk to the public. People can search a statewide database to find information on level 3 offenders who live nearby, but police from multiple departments stress that while there are plenty of spooky things on Halloween, they're not aware of any reported issues in recent memory between sex offenders and trick-or-treaters. In fact, police say kids are more at risk of getting hit by a car while trick-or-treating than they are of being a victim of a sex crime.
The biggest worry that the police department has is vehicle traffic with pedestrian traffic. We want to make sure all the kids are carrying flashlights or glow sticks so that the vehicles can see them and the kids are being safe when they're crossing the streets. That's the biggest concern that we have.
And to put parents' minds at ease even more, a national study done in 2009 by researchers from several universities found that sex crimes against children account for only 2 of every 1,000 Halloween crimes. Mike?
All right, thank you. Maple Grove police are alerting neighbors after 3 recent burglaries in the same area. The burglaries occurred in the area of Fieldstone Boulevard and Shady View Lane. The last one happened on Monday just before noon. In all of the incidents, the burglar or burglars opened a rear sliding glass or patio door and took jewelry.
Residents in the Hopkins School District will vote Tuesday on 2 levy referendums. Question 1 asks voters to revoke an existing operating levy and replace it with a new one that increases funding by $418 per student. Question 2 asks voters to approve a capital project levy that raises money for software, technology, security, and kitchen upgrades. If both are approved, those with a $250,000 home would pay $137 more per year in taxes.
If you look at the history of funding for public education, we've fallen short over the last 10 years. We have not kept up with inflation. So this little bump in our operating levy will help us maintain the programs that we already have in place.
In its history, Hopkins has never had an operating levy fail. Now to a program that's making a difference with at-risk students.
It's called One-to-One, which pairs junior high students with college-age mentors. Renee Bonneau shows us what makes this mentoring program unique.
In this sea of activity at Northview Junior High, you'd think a quiet student like 14-year-old Romaine would get overlooked, but he's done his share of standing out.
I was bad in 7th grade, but I improved.
Last year, school leaders thought he would benefit from a mentor to keep his behavior and grades in check.
You have a job. Where's your money at?
I quit.
Why'd you quit?
Good. It made me mad.
When'd you quit?
At first, outgoing Jamal McNutt seemed to be the wrong fit.
He was quiet for a reason. He didn't want to open up right away, but once he did, it was like, it was just like a little brother.
I ate lunch today.
The more interest I show, the more he tells.
Jamal is one of 61 North Hennepin Community College students who volunteered to mentor at Northview through a unique program called One-to-One.
You all have stickers at your table.
Mentors and students meet once a week in a classroom during the school day. In addition to working one-on-one,
Jamal, were you Ryan?
the pairs do activities with other mentors and students in a large group setting.
Having everybody together to do different activities and things like that,
is important, because for us it was the relationships between students were as important to us as the relationships between mentors and students.
This is one-to-one's second year at Northview, and school staff say so far it's a success.
You each need to come up with 3 and then put your pile in the middle.
There were 28 students in the program last year.
Write 3 open-ended questions.
This year,
What's your favorite movie?
that number has more than doubled.
You're not supposed to say them out loud.
Teachers say it makes the young students feel valued.
They're genuinely engaging in conversations about their lives and actually feeling like it's somebody who doesn't have a bias against them, that, oh, you're a behavior problem, or oh, you're an academic problem.
It helps me with my problems. When I get mad, he'll make me talk to him. When I get into a fight, I'll talk to him.
I'm just here to listen.
Jamal says he hopes his contribution can help steer Romaine toward a bright future.
I want to see a boy turn into a man. You know, I want to see him look at this world and say, I can conquer this.
One-to-one is fairly new in the Twin Cities. This is the first time it's embedded itself in a school. And Mike and Alex's partnership started because a Northview parent knew about the program and thought it'd be a good fit at Northview.
Neat to see what they're doing already.
Yes.
Thanks. Renee.
Well, some students will be out trick-or-treating on Halloween, but they aren't asking for candy. They will be asking for food donations. Students came to Second Harvest Heartland in Golden Valley to learn about the We Scare Hunger campaign. The group Free the Children wants students to trick-or-treat for a canned good or non-perishable food item that will go to a local food bank. The goal is to collect more than 1 million pounds of food.
We're just here to inspire kids to go out and ask for non-perishable foods tonight and just inspire them to continue to do service throughout the entire year.
Organizers hope this year will be Minnesota's largest Halloween food drive to date, and General Mills donated money to help make that program possible.
If you have extra Halloween candy left over, keep this in mind. You don't have to eat it. You can drop off any extra candy at Plymouth City Hall until 4:30 on Friday. The candy will be shipped overseas to military troops through Operation Gratitude. Just something to keep in mind.
I thought
right?
you had to eat it.
You
No,
don't
okay.
have to eat it. Coming up, we head to Brooklyn Park to witness a Standout student's impressive balancing act.
Then later in sports, Wayzata's football team gets set for a big battle with Totino Grace.
But first, it's a look at your AccuWeather forecast, and it isn't so spooky. November will start out cool and quiet. She's not only making the grade, she's creating magical moves on the gym floor.
Leah Erickson is a senior at Maranatha Christian Academy. Reporter Sonia Goen shows us why she is this week's standout student.
Leah Erickson is really good at balancing academics, arts, and athletics. She's been doing gymnastics since she was 5 years old.
At the beginning when I started, my coach actually told my mom that I wouldn't really amount to anything because I couldn't even do a somersault.
Leah not only mastered the somersault, but she has won several awards in USA gymnastic competitions.
I like the floor exercise the best. It has the most, you can express yourself the most in that one because you can pick your own music and choreography.
And she gets a perfect landing when it comes to her schoolwork.
I think I have a 4.09. I took 2 AP classes last year, so that's the 5-point weighted grade.
Math is Leah's favorite subject.
I know she works really, really hard at it. She's like a pit bull on a pant leg, you know.
Garrick Isaacs is Leah's AP math teacher.
Her biggest asset is she just does not give up. I mean, it's like she's here after school or she comes in during her lunch.
He's not surprised that she can juggle a lot of things.
She's an excellent gymnast and she's really good at the art. So there's not a whole lot of kids that get that left brain, right brain transfer, you know, and can do them both.
Leah also has a passion for drawing. She says when she first started, she wasn't good at it.
I'm getting it more into it, working a little harder at making my drawings better, so my drawing has actually improved.
When Leah is not drawing or tutoring other students in math, she likes to help out in the community.
She's one of the sweetest things in the world.
For Standout student, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
Good for her. Well, coming up, a pumpkin protection plan is put to the test in Golden Valley.
But first, the Osseo and Champlin Park volleyball teams now face a rematch after big wins in section play. John Jacobson has the highlights up next.
The football playoffs continue Friday night. In Class 6A, Sections 5 and 6 crossover for second round play. For Osseo, it's a chance to face a brand new opponent. The Orioles carry an 8-1 record into their matchup with 7-2 Prior Lake. Osseo whipped Champlin Park 42-0 in the first round of the playoffs. Their only loss this season was by 3 points to Minnetonka. They're looking forward to facing a good Prior Lake squad.
Yeah, I like it. It's better than just playing in your conference and just playing everybody the same every year.
They run a majority of their plays, and they run really hard, and they have really good down blocking on their linemen or with their linemen. So our main task is to hold it down up front and make sure we have enough security up there so our secondaries can come in and make some plays.
Their only losses are to Eden Prairie and Rosemont, and they're ranked 1-2 or 1-2 and 3 in state. So they played them tough, and it's going to be a battle. These guys are big and strong and physical, and it's like a Tino Grace team exactly.
The Orioles host Prior Lake at 7 o'clock Friday. Wayzata has a strong opponent also on Friday, in which should be another good game. The Trojans, the number 2 seed in Section 6, carry a 6-2 record, and their matchup was 7-2 to Tino Grace. Wayzata advanced by whipping Hopkins 35-7 in the first round. Against Grace, it's a matchup of two of the stronger football programs in the state.
They're a really good, really disciplined team, so they run hard, they're well coached, so we just have to play our game and we should be fine.
I mean, compared to last week, I mean, Hopkins, we always play each other. You know, it's something new. They do some things that we haven't seen before, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, you know, years ago, it seemed like we played each other to open the season, I think about 4 or 5 times, and we always had great games. And so, you know, come playoff time, they're real familiar with going deep in the playoffs and the success that they've had.
Wayzata hosts Tino Grace Friday. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Friday night, our crew will be at Maple Grove High School for the Crimson Minnetonka game. You can watch it live on the web and on your mobile device through our website, 12.tv. The game also replays Saturday night at 7 and 10 p.m. here on Channel 12. The state championship was on the line this morning in Class A girls soccer, and it was a familiar matchup in the final, with Benilde-St. Margaret's facing Blake. Less than 10 minutes to play in the second half. Alexa Tatterin puts a great hit on the ball and scores a beautiful goal for a 1-0 Red Knights lead. And that's the final. Benilde is the state Class A champion for a second straight year.
Defending the title just made the game like even bigger and harder, more intense. And since we won last year, everybody, they might like overestimate us, and I don't know, we just had to play better than last year.
The Osseo volleyball team moved a step closer to reaching the state tournament for the first time in 5 years. The Orioles hosted St. Michael-Albertville in the Section 5 3A semifinals. Megan Pekarik sets the ball outside. Hannah Pekarik knocks it off the Knights' blockers and down for a point. The Orioles lead 17-12 in the first set. Later, Jackie Jones passes the ball up to Shia Sanders, who rifles a kill for a point. Osseo wins 25-19. Second set, and the Orioles open up a close game. Nice dig by Jaslyn Taniello leads to a kill for Christina Bowe. And the Orioles are up 15-12. And they extend their lead here. Bowe with a strong serve that leads to a free ball. Jones tapping it over at the net for a point. Osseo wins 25-17. Third set, the Orioles put this match away. Megan Pekarik with a quick set to Bowe for the kill. Osseo wins 25-11, and they sweep St. Michael-Albertville in 3. In the first semifinal, second-seeded Champlin Park faced number 3 seed Blaine. First set, Champlin Park on your right, and it's Brenna Walton setting the ball to Maria Sampson, who pushes it over for a kill. Rebels win 25-17. Solid net play keeps the Rebels close in the second set. Keely Miller blocking the Bengals' attack. They trail by a point here, but the Rebels lose 25-22, and it's 1-1. Third set, Blaine's defense comes through. The big middle hitter, Jessica Jorgensen, blocking Sampson. Blaine wins 25-21. The Bengals go up 2-1. Fourth set, off of Blaine's serve. The Rebels pass set, and then Sampson gets the kill here. However, she would later leave the match with an injury. Rebels win 25-23 to force a fifth set. Champlin Park turns to Sydney Hilly for more of a offense late. Gets the point there. Rebels up 10-7. Sampson cheering on. Then on set point, Walton delivers the ball to Hilly again, and rockets it home for a kill. Champlin Park rallies. They beat Blaine in 5, so it's Champlin Park and Osseo for the Section 5 title Saturday night at Anoka High School. Hopefully nobody got hurt in that pile.
Fired
up
up,
there.
yeah. Thanks, John. In Local Vote 2013, Golden Valley voters will choose new city council members on Tuesday.
Today, we will hear from two more candidates in the running, Chris Miller and Paul Scofield.
Hi, my name is Chris Miller, and I am running to represent the folks of Golden Valley on the City Council. There are 9 candidates running for 2 of the 3 seats that are up for election this year. There are 3 areas that I want to highlight where I will stand up for the residents of Golden Valley. 1, private property rights. We must respect the existing property rights. 2, property taxes. Just next door in Minneapolis, some middle-class homes have increased over 200% in 10 years. We can't allow that to happen. And 3, continue the positive momentum that Golden Valley has established. The previous councils have left us a very clean house. Finally, let's keep party politics out of Golden Valley and continue to focus on the business of Golden Valley. My commitment is to the people of Golden Valley. I would be honored to have you vote for me, Chris Miller, on November 5th.
I'm Paul Scofield, and I'm running for Golden Valley City Council to ensure that we homeowners and taxpayers have a strong advocate on our City Council. We must preserve Golden Valley as a haven of small-town virtues among big city neighbors. We don't need big changes. We need modest improvements that meet our needs, not someone else's demands. Our government officials and engineers must remain our employees and not become our bosses. They must put us first in Golden Valley. Like almost any other citizen, my focus is as a customer of services that our city provides or controls. I've never worked for the city and don't have any affiliations in public safety, public works, or the construction industry. I will put us first in Golden Valley. You can learn more about me and many Golden Valley issues at paulscofield.org. Please vote Paul Scofield on Tuesday, November 5th. Thank you.
And on Friday, 2 more candidates running for Golden Valley City Council. Still ahead, pumpkins that hopefully won't become Humpty Dumpty.
Students in Golden Valley hope their pumpkins won't crack under pressure when we come back. Students sent their science homework to the rooftop at the School of Engineering and Arts in Golden Valley.
Then they had someone throw it off.
1, 2, 3.
There are pumpkins inside those packages. 1st through 5th grade classrooms studied how to protect their pumpkin from the fall. Ooh. They designed a package using pillows, balloons, pairs of socks, and of course, even a parachute or 2. And the moment of truth came when a teacher chunked the pumpkin from the rooftop.
I just thought about what a parachute would look like, and this is Pumpkin Bob.
Pumpkin Bob. All right, and you guys were pretty happy it didn't break? Yeah.
Last year, not one pumpkin survived without cracking. This year, 3 pumpkins, including Pumpkin Bob there, survived the fall. So parents, if you look around and there's no paper towels or socks left in your house, chances are they're protecting a pumpkin
right.
somewhere.
Lots of cotton works, it looks like.
Have a safe Halloween, everyone. That's it for now. We'll see you tomorrow.